Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining me today for this installment with Friday with Father Ron. We are so blessed here at St. Joseph Parish by your generosity, and I cannot say often enough how grateful I am for all of you and for the many ways that you reach out to those in need. Our school kids are collecting items for St. Vincent de Paul Society, so each classroom's given a couple items that they're looking for just for their pantry and distribution. We are also then collecting for our Charity and Love, which is has a little bit of a we're able to have a little bit broader outreach with the Charity and Love Fund. Remember, St. Vincent Paul's mission predominantly are people in Avon Lake, and then kind of a one-on-one ministry with them so that they can get people back on their feet. So the meal service that we're doing in Lorraine on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, we're going to serve 800 to-go meals on the Wednesday before Thanksgiving at St. Francis Xavier Cabrini. Their food pantry is called Mother Cabrini Food Pantry, so it's going to be advertised through that in some of the parishes in Lorain County, so 800 meals for that. And then we're going to serve 100 meals at the St. Elizabeth Center. So some for to-goes there, and then for the men's sheltering, they're both for Thursday and Friday. So we're getting all that food ready. So this year, I'm really happy that we can gather together in the social hall for food preparation. So just again, to make sure we get the food that we need, I've had to order it from our vendor, Northern Hazarat, who is what we use for our meals here, and much of the fish fries. So I have the turkeys ordered, the gravy ordered, the potatoes, all that kind of stuff. So the pies. So as those come, and then we are able to cook them and prepare them, the Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, before Thanksgiving, we'll all be prep here. Wednesday, we'll be serving at St. Francis Xavier Cabrini, which is in South Lorraine, just on Route 57. And then we'll have a little bit of time on Friday to, just make sure that everything is cleaned up and put away, and leftovers are frozen, or whatever we're going to be able to do with that to turn that into another shelter meal if there's things left over. So that sign up will be available this weekend in the gathering area on paper. I'm going to try to do a morning, afternoon, and evening shift, so that depending on where you are in life, you can make sure that there's a time to help. We're serving the meal on Wednesday, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, from noon to 6. So again, I'll do some sign up. We'll probably have to get there at 11 and maybe plan to stay till about 7 just to pack up. We get a box truck, get all the food there. So there will be plenty of opportunities to serve, and I will have all that again available to you. So this past Wednesday, we hosted a Heart of the Shepherd reception. So seminarian came to speak. Patrick McCarthy, who works for the Catholic Diocese Foundation, he was here with us as well. So that information continues to unfold. So I thought, as part of this Friday with Father Ron, that we're also going to just play that video that is for the Heart of the Shepherd campaign.
I remember my first time in the seminary. I really was wondering, what will this be like? What will the seminarians be like? Will I be accepted? Will this be a place where I'm going to flourish? All my fears were swept aside when I started studying with other people who had a similar call. And coming to this seminary, I reflected on the 6 great years I had while I was studying for the priesthood. These are going to be the future ordained leaders of our parish communities. So human formation, spiritual formation, pastoral formation, academic formation, they're all critical to provide the best ordained leaders we can provide for our church of the future. This campaign helps those who are preparing for the priesthood, helps those who are recently ordained, as some of them come with great debt from their prior educational world, and helps those who so faithfully walked with us and have served you. This campaign also helps our parishes, which have been challenged by the impact of the global pandemic, by providing financial resources for pressing local needs.
"11 years ago, the family's journey began bringing our son Patrick to seminary as he discerned becoming a priest. As a parent, we wanted the best for Patrick, who's now a priest in the Cleveland Diocese. With the relationships I developed over the years with faculty and staff members, we often talked about how we can make this great place better.
The buildings of our seminary are over 70 years old. They have one pump on campus that supplies heat. There's no air conditioning. One plug, imagine having one plug in your room for your alarm clock, computer, for music. Our seminary is long overdue to be updated.
For these men, the seminary is their home. And I look at the fact that I lived there for 9 years, that was home for me.
The physical space needs to inspire men to say, this is a place of formation and it's an investment that I see that the seminary is making in me, and they're taking my formation seriously.
And it's saying, we value you enough to make sure that the environment in which you're being formed helps with your education, helps with your spirituality, and helps with your humanity.
The living area of our seminary will be updated, creating a room that is soundproof, creating a space that is 40% larger for our college seminary and 60% larger for our theologians. We're also looking to add a lounge area that will allow them to socialize together, watch TV. There will also be places for group study and prayer. Besides the living space, we need to renovate Resurrection Chapel. This will be a place where many of them will find the clarity of their vocation. This will be the place where many of them will continue to find courage to serve as a diocesan or religious priest. The people of this diocese have supported our seminary in its many transitions. We look forward to this renovation project because this is our hope for the future. This will allow this structure to continue to serve the diocese, hopefully for 70 years and beyond.
I think we absolutely have a responsibility to our priests. They lay down their lives for us. They're there every moment of our lives for us. They're there throughout the good times, and they're there not just to give us the sacraments, but to share in that celebration for us. They're part of it. They're like family, and they're there when the bad times come too, all the tough decisions, and helping us with that burden and sharing that loss with us. If we have older people in our own families that retire, we step up to help them because they're family. Our priests are family too. They've always been there for us, and now we need to be there for them. Most graduates can reasonably expect to go into a good-paying job after they leave college, and they can reasonably expect that they're going to get promotions and pay raises on a regular basis. None of that is true for the seminarians. And I think the average debt for most seminarians is over $40,000. On a priest's salary, that's going to be very tough to pay off.
When I entered seminary out of high school, I went into Borromeo, and at Borromeo we're educated at John Carroll, and also too, just part of that is there's a cost. I was able to get scholarships, but there was still some sense that I had to pick up loans, and I was responsible for paying them back.
We're not seeing as many people in church as we would like to, and certainly the pandemic has been the cause of that. And there are some areas in the diocese that are really hurting to kind of keep the revenues up. And the other element of the campaign, and probably the beauty of it, is that it is designed to bring money back to the parishes to help through these difficult days, and hopefully shore up some things that have been lost through these last several months.
After going through my years of formation here, I can appreciate what this building has done, and they've been so instrumental in my own formation. But then going out to the people of God, being with the people of God, being a shepherd for them, being a man that they can call father, that's what I'm looking forward to the most.
We're very fortunate that we have our seminaries right here in this diocese, and we train our young men to become priests and to then serve us in our diocese.
These men, in each of their own way, radiate the heart of a shepherd. What does that mean? To be compassionate like Jesus Christ, to be welcoming, to be forgiving, to offer God's love abundantly to everyone they meet.
By giving to the Heart of a Shepherd capital campaign, you are helping our seminarians today. But more than that, you're helping all those who will be ordained in the future. You're also helping our parishes where these men will serve as leaders. You're providing a future for our church, our parishes for decades to come.
And then, over the next few weekends, we'll again just have some more information. So, anytime that we have donuts, an event in the social hall, there'll be some information scrolling there so that you can connect with the mission and ministry of the Heart of the Shepherd. So remember that we are just completing our 75th anniversary campaign, and I am very, very much aware of that. Many of our parishioners are on fixed income, so that we can, the bishop is allowing, if you have already participated in our 75th anniversary campaign and you want to start your pledge to the Heart of the Shepherd afterwards, that could be starting in sometime in 2023. Really wanted just to provide this opportunity for you because of our relationship with the seminarians. We've had seminarians here for training, as well as the ministry of Father Andy Turner, who currently lives at the seminary, and Father Alan Lobenthal, who spent many years of his ministry teaching in the seminary and then becoming the rector of the seminary. And I know that all of you enjoy their ministry so very much. We are blessed to have a seminary right here in the Diocese of Cleveland, where our deacons are formed, our lay ecclesial ministers have a formation program where the continuing formation office for clergy, all of that is housed at our seminary called the Center for Pastoral Leadership. So it's much need of renovation. Building that's 70 years old, plumbing, electrical, all that stuff just needs to be updated. So if you want to help in any way, you certainly can. And remember, every dollar we donate, 65 cents comes right back here to the parish. And next week, I'll focus some more attention on what we're going to be using that money for here. The largest part will be used to pay down our mortgage as quickly as we can, hopefully by the end of our 75th anniversary, which is in 2025, on our beautiful parish center, a blessing that we have that beautiful building for so many different activities, and then some things, hopefully, that will enhance our prayer life, both devotionally and as we worship together. So thank you so very much for all the things that you do, and I'm going to conclude with this prayer at the end of the Litany of St. Joseph. O God, who in your loving providence chose Blessed Joseph to be the spouse of your most holy mother, grant us the favor of having him for our intercessor in heaven, whom on earth we venerate as our protector, you who live and reign forever and ever. Amen. May you know God's blessing and also know how much I love being your pastor. Have a great day.